Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today it's actually my day off. Even though I'm in the shop right now, I just came in to dose a couple of medications, feed the fish, things like that. So I guess, is it my day off? But anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys today because so often in this hobby we see tanks with either coral or fish only. Most of the tanks we do reef tanks, so they have corals and reef safe fish. And occasionally we'll have the fish only, the predatory style tanks. So I want to share with you guys a video today of a macroalgae reef tank. Now I have two of them I want to talk about. One that we have at this local school, which is a seahorse seagrass tank, and one that I'm excited to show you that I just started working on at my house, which is a 20-gallon Nano style tank. I'm really excited to share with you guys, so let's reef. So first up, here we are at the school, and let me just tell you, I am so proud of this aquarium and all the tanks that we have at this school. We were very fortunate to be able to do these tanks for educational purposes. This is all stuff that you'll find off of the coast of Florida. So for instance, right now, the algae that we have in here is Halimeda. This is a common algae found here in Florida, and you can see it just started off with like one or two pieces, and it's just taken off. And it's really covering a lot of ground now. There's a sailfin blenny inside that oyster shell hiding away in there. Saying what's up to everybody. That's his spot. He doesn't seem to leave that spot. Every time I'm here, he's there. And then up in this Caulerpa, which is really taken off, you see a single seahorse right there just chilling. We also have some sailfin mollies in here. How cool are these guys? Yes, this is saltwater, 100% saltwater. Oh, there's another seahorse. So that's two so far. There's a total of 4 of them in here. We might add more in the future. Not sure yet. We wanted to see how these would do. But the Caulerpa, I love the way it's just kind of floating on the top. It almost gives like a foresty look to the tank. There's another seahorse right here hanging out in the Caulerpa. They love it. They just love being in the mix of those algae. And down here we have a sand sifting goby on the bottom. It's just, the thing I love about this tank is everywhere you look, there's something going on. There's always some type of activity. And it's just so natural looking, so foresty and so dense with vegetation. And the fish just act a lot more natural. I mean, given that this isn't a main hallway at the school, they act a lot more natural because there's plenty of hiding spots for them, and they feel very comfortable in here. Look at that big mama. Holy moly, she's huge. That is a big mosquito fish right there. And we found another seahorse down here by the Caulerpa. I love the way that stuff looks. And there's the 4th one right there next to that tile fish in the back there. Oh, sorry, filefish, not tilefish, filefish. Always confuse the names for those. But yeah, that's a really cool little filefish. These guys are local off the coast of Florida as well. I see them all the time when I'm out there on the beach. And I just love the way this Caulerpa looks. Like, it just looks so, the grass look to it. And it's spreading like wildfires too. And oh, we got a little conch over here moving around. Little tiger conch, I believe. He's scooting along the bottom here. Just like I said, everywhere you look in this aquarium, there's something going on. There's some type of life. And I'm just really excited to just continue to add more to this tank. And all these mollies or mosquito fish are all pregnant in here. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of babies. I've already seen a couple of babies so far. So this tank's gonna be just exploded with life pretty soon. Now it looks like we got some bubble algae here. Add more emeralds. So we'll add more emerald crabs down the road to take care of that. I don't want to add too many, but you know, that'll add to the diversity in the tank. But I just love the foresty look of this aquarium. I love that there's just green all around, and it breaks up the sight lines in the tank. And nobody's fighting over territory or anything like that. Very fortunate. The teachers do an unbelievable job taking care of this aquarium. And you know, they feed 5 times a day frozen food to the seahorses. We have a chiller running on this tank, make sure it's perfect temperature. But I just love the look of how natural this looks. It's so different than most saltwater fish tanks that you would see. And again, this is for educational purposes for the school. And it's to teach the kids, you know, about their local marine life. And I just love this tank so much. All right, on to the next tank. Now, this is a 20-gallon aquarium that I have in my bedroom. Now, this actually started off as a joke. This tank was set up, I was using it for a different reason. And I would go to a job and siphon out algae or like some bits of dying coral or something like that. And I would come back here and I'd just be like, ah, whatever. I'd just dump it in the tank. And I kind of just didn't really pay much attention to it. But after a while, it's kind of grown on me the way this tank has come together in a lot of ways. I actually think it looks kind of cool. I don't know if it's just me, but like you can see, like it's just got a kind of a different look, and I find it really fun. So I've been starting to stock it a little bit with some fish. You can see the lettuce algae right there growing on the rocks, which I think personally it looks great. We got some mass gobies in here. We have some little bits of invertebrates like hermit crabs and other things like that in this tank. Now, one thing I'll say, there is a bit of hair algae because I do feed this tank a bit heavy, probably heavier than I should. So there is a bit of hair algae, which I haven't cleaned this tank in forever. I probably should get in there and clean it and get rid of some of that hair algae and do some trimming. But if you look right there, that is a gorgonian that came out of a customer's tank because it was just getting destroyed. And I just, look, it was on its way out, so I decided to throw it in here and see what will happen. Hopefully it comes around and it will recover, because that'd be really cool if it did. And then here's another example of a coral, little cabbage coral way there in the back. And probably my favorite algae, this algae I've had since, oh my God, this algae is it's years old. This is a dragon's breath, red macroalgae right there. I've had that forever, and every time I think it's died out, it's come back. You can see there's some halimita that I picked up from the school. That's starting to grow too. Again, I do need to do some let me come around here. You can get a better look at the halimita. See how it's kind of growing there on the glass. It's starting to seed, so that should start taking off too. And it's looking pretty healthy so far. And then if we go all the way over to the opposite side of the tank, there's some more dragon's breath. I love dragon's breath. I really hope this takes off my tank. I do need to switch my lighting to a more blue lighting because I do not see that distinctive orange that you want to see when it's growing. So I am gonna upgrade my light to some blue lighting down the road. And speaking of orange, I have this beautiful orange sponge in this aquarium, and I really hope that takes off because that would just be so dope in this tank. Just a big orange sponge, and it would help filter the water. I'm absolutely crazy about that. And then obviously things like Kenya tree and waving hand anthelia, both of those came out of a customer's tank because they were just, they're an invasive coral. They take over, and if you don't continuously frag them, it's gonna be a problem. And then let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like these barnacles right here? I think they're really cool, and I want to get some barnacle blennies to go inside of them. I think that'd be really, really dope looking. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed them some live brine. Now, by feeding this live brine, I'm hoping that more fish come out. So far we have those three right there, which are 3 mass gobies, which I highly recommend for nano style tanks. They are just the coolest little fish. And then we also have some little feather dusters that I threw in here the other day when I was siphoning out of somebody's sump. A couple of feather dusters throughout this aquarium. And there's another fish that's hiding back there. And there's my serpent star. He's coming out. Every time I put food in here, this guy, he's always coming out, waving his little tentacles or whatever out there, tasting the water, seeing where the food's at. And here we are. We have a circus goby. This guy is super cool. Really, really small, but perfect for this aquarium. I don't see him much, unfortunately. But when I feed, he'll come out and pay us a visit. But that is a really cool fish. Again, another Pico Nano fish that I highly recommend. They're really nice looking. And that's my rusty goby with a big fat belly who's coming out to eat. He's really cool, and he's taken all my seashells and built himself a nest over there. And yeah, like I said, there's a serpent star coming out to eat, moving around. He's so cool. Almost looks like an octopus, right? And oh, look who we have. We have the curious wormfish. There he is. He's out. Yeah, every time I feed live brine, this guy always comes out. But what a beautiful fish. Now, I want to get more. I want to get a couple more of these guys. I think about 2 more would be really, really nice in here. But I just love the way they swim. They kind of hover there. And now he does hide most of the time. there's so much algae and so much rock in here that it's very easy for these small fish to hide. But I can enjoy them at least when I put food in here. That's why I do like feeding live brine to them, because I know they're definitely getting. Oh, so you see, you took it right there. I know they're getting fed enough, and plus I get to enjoy them and see the fish that always hide all the time. Awesome. And the hermit crabs are active. There's a lot more invertebrates, guys, that I want to put in this tank. If you have any suggestions of what I should put in here, I do have some ideas, but put it down in the comments. Nothing that's going to be aggressive, nothing that's going to be able to kill or hurt any other thing in this aquarium. I don't want any problems like that, but yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for cool inverts, let me know. So yeah, this is my little scrappy tank. I just kind of put things in here and let it take off. Now, do you think I should take it a little bit more serious and get in there and do some like cleaning up and make it look nice? What do you guys recommend to put in this aquarium? I'm thinking some photosynthetic corals would be cool in here. Should I take it a bit more serious? What more other fish should I add in this tank? Let me know down in the comments. You know, can we take this to another level? Do you think that this tank has potential? What's it missing? What do you not like about it? I would love to hear all of that, but I'm really just kind of digging the natural look of it all, and this is just a simple hang on the back filter. This isn't anything, you know, crazy. It's just your simple hang on the back filter. I got a little power head, but just for circulation. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. All right, have a good one. Thank you for watching.